How to set up a strong password for safer online activity. This video is part of a series of online safety awareness campaigns launched by eCrime Expert and is brought to you by Dan Manolescu, eCrime Consultant at ecrimexpert.com. Strong passwords are an important online protection measure. The following are tips that can help you create stronger passwords to better protect your personal data and privacy. Use a combination of capital letters, lowercase letters, digits, and symbols. This is known as pseudo-random alphanumeric combination. Use longer passwords. Use a password made up of at least 8 characters, because the longer the password is, the fewer chances there are to break it. Another technique is to remove the spaces between words in a sentence that is easy for you to remember. A good way to do this is to choose the first letters of a sentence, such as being born in Bucharest on Garibaldi Street in District 1, which translates to B for born, BU for Bucharest, G for Garibaldi, and 1 for the district number, which means a password is BBUG1. When creating a password, do not use information available in your email address, your date of birth, or your spouse or child's name, ID number, home address, social security number, because this information is too easy for someone to figure out from publicly available information or for someone to hack into. Another option for creating a stronger password is to use a pattern on the keyboard. The password itself may not make sense, but when it is typed on the keyboard, it will form a letter. For example, on a QWERTY keyboard, RGNKO creates a V shape when typed. However, do not use adjacent letters on the keyboard, such as QWERTY, because it is easier for someone to figure out or to see if they are watching you. Another technique for creating a strong password is to use a pattern. For example, you can use a telephone keypad to draw a pattern for your online password as shown here. The algorithm type of password involves only numbers. If you'd like to use numbers that have personal significance to you or are easy to remember, you can create an algorithm. For example, you can use your weight, let's say 85 kilos, and your birthday, let's say January 1st, and add these numbers. So 8 plus 5 would be 13, and 1 plus 1 is 2, which translate to a password with the numbers 132. You could also use a password that is a word based on the numbers on a phone keypad, such as Brussels, which in numeric form is 27877 Use different passwords for different accounts. You can choose passwords based on the level of security you want for a particular account. Use one of the methods already mentioned that is easiest for you to remember. For less important accounts, such as newsletter subscriptions, you could use a keyboard pattern, for example. Use highly customized passwords, such as an algorithm, for banking. But remember, do not use numbers such as your bank account or card number. Also avoid using passwords that use dictionary words. Avoid using words spelled backwards, common misspellings, and abbreviations. Finally, avoid using sequences or repeated characters. Don't use adjacent numbers or letters. With these techniques in mind, it's important to change your password regularly. Change your password every few months, or at least alternate them. Be sure to select a strong password again. Any questions about creating a strong password or about this online safety awareness campaign can be sent to Dan at ecrimexpert.com. And more information can always be found at www.ecrimexpert.com. An informed user makes an informed decision.